internet people. So, couple disclaimers before I begin. One, if the lighting changes, I'm sorry, it's natural, can't change that. Two, I'm in front of a window, so the reflection in my glasses may be there. And three, if I'm slightly out of focus, I'm sorry, I tried. So I don't know if you're aware, but recently I went to Wellington with my history class. By recently I mean like the end of July-ish. Wellington is a city, actually the capital city of New Zealand, and if you don't know where that is, it's here. But anyway, I went to Wellington with my history class for a history trip, and because we were in the country's capital city, we were allowed to go shopping. We did all the touristy stuff, like the museums and all of that, and then we also got time to shop. And there was lots of shops that we don't have here, because where I live, in the tiny little town that I live in, we have nothing. We have pretty much nothing. So we went to Wellington on the Monday. This is the Monday. We went to Wellington on the Monday, and we stayed till Friday, which we left about early afternoon, I'm pretty sure, on the Monday, because then we had to take the ferry back to the South Island and then drive for multiple hours. I don't remember what day it was. It was one of the days. Sometime while we were in Wellington, we went to this big mall with lots of shops, you know, and I was walking around the mall with one of my friends, and he wanted to go get his makeup matched at a makeup store that I won't say the name of because I don't really want to be sued or anything. So we went to this makeup store so he could get his foundation matched, and I was just waiting for him, so I just walked around this makeup store just looking at the products, trying to stall because he was getting his foundation matched and I was just there. It's not a big store at all, and so there wasn't a lot to look at, and it took a while for him to get his foundation matched because he got his whole foundation, like his whole face done with foundation. I had time to kill. I'd just like to mention that right outside the store was the place that we were supposed to meet the rest of our class at a certain time. And this time, say we were supposed to meet them about 5-ish. This time it was like, you know, 4:15-ish. So we had time to kill, and that's why we went to get his foundation matched. And so we were supposed to meet them at, let's say, 5 o'clock outside the store. So where we were standing was in direct viewpoint of the meeting place that we were going to meet. So I was, you know, browsing, just waiting for my friend Jack. I was waiting for my friend Jack, and he was getting his foundation matched, and we were just having a good old time. No, we weren't. I had like a big coat sort of thing on, and I kept pulling my phone out of my pocket to check the time to see when we had to meet them outside, and then, you know, putting my hands in my pockets because it was cold and I was uncomfortable and awkward and I didn't know what to do with myself. And this lady comes up to me and she's just standing next to me, and I thought, oh, maybe I'm in her way, so I kind of moved and waited for her to go past, and she didn't. She just stood there, and I was like, alright, it's been weird, but okay. I don't remember exactly what she said because it was quite a while ago, and I've repeated the story so many times to many of my friends. She said to me something along the lines of, I saw you put that in your pocket, and I was like, what? Okay, so there were these little, you know, displays of eyeshadows. They were like this big, like tiny, really tiny, and she said, I saw you put that in your pocket, and I was like, no, do you want me to empty my pockets? And I started emptying one of my pockets, and I took all my cards out because rather than take my whole wallet, I just took, you know, my EFTPOS card, discount cards, gift cards, things like that, and I was showing them to her, and I was like, that pocket's empty. She said something along the lines of, that eyeshadow was there, and then you put your hand in your pocket and now it's gone, or something like that. I was like, do you want me to empty my pocket? Then she said, no, I'd just like to inform you that there's a $300 fine. And I was like, okay. And then at this point my friend looked like he was done because he'd been standing there for, you know, the last few seconds watching this go down, and I just said, are you ready? And he was like, yeah. And then we walked outside. When we got outside, half of, like, my teacher, half our class was there, but we still had to wait for some other people. So we were just standing outside, and it was the most awkward thing, because I could see this lady, this security lady. She had, like, you know, her walkie-talkie. That's not a walkie-talkie, that's a phone. I think everything was about to close, so we were going to meet up at 5, and then it would close at like 5:30 or something like that. I walked out and just stood there to wait for everybody, because you would think if it was a display, it would have something on it that would beep as I walked out the door. I could just see the lady walking around and like closing things up, and it was awkward. I had done nothing wrong, but the fact that I'd been accused of doing something wrong made me worried that I was going to get in more trouble for something that I didn't do. So it was just scary. We met up with everyone and we left. We walked outside, and the store that we'd previously been in had an exit to go outside, and it was the way that we'd actually come into this place. We walked out a different way, but we still had to walk past the store. I was walking next to my teacher, and I tried to walk in time with her, so if they had been looking out the window at me, you couldn't really see and tell that it was me, because I just felt so uncomfortable that I'd just been accused of stealing. The rest of the trip was great, so that's fine. It is quite funny, because I didn't actually steal anything and didn't get into any more trouble or anything. Anyway, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed another story to do with my misfortune as such. There's people walking past my house. Okay. You can give it a like if you want to. You can subscribe to see more of this, more or less every week. And I will see you the next time that I see you. Bye! I just wanna feel this moment. Here is me at the end.